Hello dear students, welcome in science class. I hope you all are safe and doing well at your places. So students, in the previous session we have discussed about sexual reproduction in flowering plants, and in today's session we will discuss about reproduction in human beings. So before starting the today's session, I would like to share the learning outcomes that you are going to achieve after completing today's topic. Okay, you will be able to list the secondary sexual characters in both boys and girls. Some are common and some are specific. You will be able to define puberty, sketch the male reproductive system, and explain the different parts of the male reproductive system. Okay, so let's start with the today's session. Reproduction in human beings. Students, human beings are unisexual. What does it mean? Unisexual means both the sexes are separate, and that are produces two different types of gametes. Okay, two different sexes are males and females, and they are producing male gamete, and females are producing females gametes. Okay, they are producing different gametes. That means the structures that are associated with their reproduction are different in both males and females. Okay, so let's study about them. The reproductive systems of males and females consist of many organs which are distinguishable into primary and secondary sex organs. Okay, now see what are primary sex organs. Primary sex organs mainly includes gonads. Okay, gonads that produce gametes as well as sex hormones. In males, the gonads is testes. Okay, this is plural because two testes are there. If we will write TESTIS, then it is singular. Okay, in males, the gonads are testes that produce male gamete, that is the sperm, and hormone testosterone. Okay, and in females, gonads is ovaries. Two ovaries are there. Okay, and that produce ova, egg, and female sex hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. Okay, and what are secondary sex organs? That include genital ducts and glands which help in transportation of gametes. Now move to the next, that is primary and secondary sexual characters. Okay, what are primary sexual characters that are present at birth, and the secondary sexual characters that develop at puberty. Okay, so what is puberty? Puberty is the age of human males and females at which the reproductive organs become functional. That means they start producing gametes and hormones, sex hormones. And the boys and girls, they become sexually mature. And the pubertal age for the boys is 13 to 14 years, and for the girls it is 10 to 12 years. The different changes that are taking place at this age, okay, that are triggered by sex hormones. In males, it is triggered by testosterone, okay, and the different changes are taking place in their bodies. And in the girls, this is triggered by estrogen. The ovaries start producing estrogen, and okay, due to which the various changes are taking place. Now among these changes, some are common in both boys and girls, and some are specific. Now see, there are few examples of the common changes that are taking place in both boys and girls. Thick hair growth in armpits and genital area between thighs, thinner hair appear on legs, arms and face, oily skin and appearance of pimples. Okay, so these are the common changes that are taking place in both boys and girls, and also we have studied these points in 8th standard. Okay, reaching the age of adolescence, in that chapter we have discussed also. Next are the specific changes that are taking place in boys and girls. Okay, in boys, thick facial hair growth, voice begins to crack or hoarse. Okay, enlargement of penis and scrotum. In girls, growth of breast and external genitalia, that is the vulva, initiation of menstruation and ovulation, and darkening of nipple skin. So these are the specific changes that are taking place in boys and girls. So first, let's start with the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of portions which produce the germ cells and the other portions that deliver the germ cells to the site of fertilization. Okay, it includes those organs that produce gametes, that is the sperm, and the other portions that helps in delivering it, okay, to the site of fertilization. Now the various organs that are consisting male reproductive system are testes, scrotum, vas deferens, or it is also known as sperm duct, urethra and penis. Okay, so these are the main 5 organs of the male reproductive system. So first we will draw the diagram of the male reproductive system, okay, and side by side we will discuss the functions of various organs. Okay, so let's start. This one, pouch like structure, this is called scrotum. In this the testes are there. Testes are oval shaped organ. Okay, the scrotum is present in the abdominal cavity, outside the abdominal cavity. Okay, and this is testes, and around the testes this is the vas deferens. Okay, vas deferens means sperm duct. In the initial parts it is highly coiled, that is called epididymis. We will label the diagram later on. And this is the vas deferens. The sperm duct carry the sperm. Okay, and here the urinary bladder is there, and we have studied that the urinary bladder is the part of excretory system. Okay, so these both, this one and vas deferens and the urethra of this urinary bladder, they combines to make a one common passage. Okay, and during when the sperm carries transfer from testes to the urethra, okay, here different glands are there that secretes their secretion. Now they will form the common passage, and the glands are there. Here the prostate gland is there, and now the urethra. Okay, this common passage that brings, this is urethra, and it brings urine and sperm. And this outer muscular organ is the penis. Okay, so this is the diagram of the male reproductive system. Now let's label it. Let's start. This pouch like structure, it is called scrotum. Okay, it is present outside the abdominal cavity and it is having testes. As we are labeling only one, so we will write TESTIS. Okay, this is for singular. Testes. And this one is the sperm duct or vas deferens. Vas deferens. This initial part of the vas deferens that is coiled is called epididymis. Vas deferens, and this is urinary bladder. These are accessory glands that are associated with the male reproductive system. This one is the prostate gland. Prostate gland. This one, seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. And this one is the corpus gland. Corpus gland. Okay, and this is the urethra, this one. Urethra, and this muscular structure, muscular organ, this is called penis. Okay, so in this way we can draw the diagram. Now, what are their functions? The testes produce sperm and the hormone testosterone, okay, and the sperm duct carry it to urethra. Now the question arises, why the scrotum is present outside the abdominal cavities, okay, and it is having testes? Because for the formation of the sperm, the temperature less than the normal body temperature is required. ओके कि स्पर्म की फॉर्मेशन के लिए जितना नॉर्मल बॉडी टेम्परेचर है उससे कम टेम्परेचर चाहिए, 1 to 3 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ओके, तभी स्पर्म जो है वो फॉर्म होंगे बाय द टेस्टिस. नाउ द टेस्टिस विल फॉर्म, क्या प्रोड्यूस करेगा? स्पर्म एज वेल एज द हार्मोन टेस्टोस्टेरोन. नाउ द स्पर्म थ्रू दिस एपिडिडिमस, यहाँ पे वो टेम्परेरी बेसिस पे स्टोर्ड रहते हैं, एंड देन इट पासिस थ्रू दिस वास डिफरेंस एंड passes through this vas deferens, and in the way they are having seminal vesicle, prostate gland and corpus gland, okay, that produce the milky and watery fluid that makes the medium fluid, okay, जो fluid medium provide करता है, and they also provide nourishment to the sperm. अंडरस्टूड? और जो ये सारा फ्लूइड मिल्की फ्लूइड एंड द स्पर्म जब मिक्स कर जाते हैं, देन दे मेक्स द सीमन, उसको हम सीमन कहते हैं. नाउ देयर इज द कॉमन पैसेज, यहाँ से क्या आएगा? यूरिनरी ब्लैडर, इट फॉर्म्स, इट हैज स्टोर्ड यूरिन एंड फ्रॉम हेयर द स्पर्म is passing through, okay, now through this urethra it comes out from the body. Okay, so let's give a quick revision to all the parts. Okay, testes singular, they are called testis. Okay, these are paired oval shaped male sex organs that produce sperms and produce male sex hormone called testosterone, which bring about changes in appearance of boys at puberty. The second part is the scrotum. This is the small pouch that contains testes and present outside the abdominal cavity. It requires optimal temperature for the formation of sperms, that is 1 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the normal body temperature. Okay, that's why it is present outside the abdominal cavity. The next is the vas deferens or the sperm duct. This is the tube-like structure which connects testes to the urethra. in order to allow the passage of the semen. Okay, so what is semen? Fluid and nutrients combine with sperm to form semen. Okay, that mixture is called semen. The next part is the urethra. This is the common passage for both the sperms and urine, and it never carries both of them at the same time. The penis, this is the external male genital organ, and it transfers sperm into the vagina of the female during sexual intercourse. Okay, so these are the various organs that are associated with the male reproductive system. Now the accessory glands that are connected or related with the male reproductive system: prostate gland and seminal vesicles. Corpus gland, that is not there in your books, okay, but you can label it, that also produce the same as that of the prostate glands. These glands, the corpus gland is producing the same type of fluid. These glands secrete milky, viscous fluid that contains fructose and other chemicals for nourishing and stimulating sperms. Okay, that makes the medium fluid. Fluid medium provide करता है for the sperms to move easily. Okay, so that it can move freely. Seminal vesicles, bete, sometimes they also stores, not sometimes, they also stores sperms temporarily and add secretions with sperms. ठीक है, सेमिनल वेसिकल्स ये काम भी करती हैं. दे स्टोर द स्पर्म्स फॉर द टेम्परेरी बेसिस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज द स्पर्म. These are the tiny and motile bodies that use their long tail to move through the female reproductive tract. Okay, the sperm is having, it is microscopic. They are having main parts: head, neck, middle piece and tail. Okay, this is the structure of the sperm. These are having head, neck, middle piece and tail. At the tip of the head, this pointed structure, it is called acrosome. Okay, इसमें क्या होते हैं? It produces certain type of enzymes that helps the sperm to penetrate the egg. At the time of fertilization, they are producing certain kind of enzymes that helps the sperm to penetrate or get into the egg. Okay, that is acrosome. Enzyme produce करता है. This is the nucleus. This neck region में क्या present है? Centriole. Centriole, बेटे mainly you can just remember, it always helps at the time of cell division. ठीक है, जब zygote बनेगा और सेल आगे डिवाइड करेंगे, then it plays the important role. This is the middle piece. It is having mitochondria that provides energy. As we all know that mitochondria, it is the powerhouse of the cell. And this is the long flagellum, that is the tail of the sperm, and it helps in its locomotion. Okay, that makes it mobile. So this is all about the today's session, that is about the male reproductive system. So draw the diagram in your notebooks and write down this explanation.